some of the challenges you go through with being abstinent?
No, this is real. So I had number one, my ex, who God told me to, number one, stay away from, and to not to lay with my woman until I'm married. She hit me up out the blue. Not even the one that happened recently. This happened maybe a month after we stopped talking, and then a month after that, and she sent me a picture in my Nike Tech hoodie. She got one of my gray Nike Tech hoodies, and I was like, just keep it, because I don't need to be seeing you. I don't need to be with you. I need to stay away from you, because physical touch is intimate in itself, regardless of what it is, in my opinion, for me personally. So she hit me up again out the blue last month, and she was like, did you mean to call me? I'm like, your number not saved in my phone, but I was signing up for a gym membership, so I couldn't even give her the attention to diffuse it and instantly hang up the way that I needed to. But at the same time, I'm not rude. So when I talked to God, I was like, what you want me to do? He was like, hang up on her. I'm like, I'm not just gonna hang up. I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, I didn't mean to call you. Bye, basically. So after I hung up, I'm filling out a gym membership. I already was going to this gym, but I was on somebody's family plan. When they kicked me off, I went and got my own. It is what it is. But I'm filling it out, and the first word that I see when I turn the page is the word covenant. And I'm like, this is a gym contract. So it's like a contract, basically. It's like a page full of words. So the first word that I see is covenant. And I'm like, I circled it, and I turned it around to the person that was at the desk. I'm like, do you understand that this is the first word that I saw when I flipped to this page? And I was just on the phone with my ex, who called me out the blue from I ain't spoken to in over a year, literally over a year at that point in time. So that was like, okay, cool. The difficult part is choosing not to go back to that person, and choosing to trust in what God has told you, and choosing to avoid substituting that person with somebody else, because physical touch is something that we all crave, honestly. And it was another person that hit me up out the blue, bought me something for my birthday. It was random, but she was cool, female I always had a platonic relationship with, but I had to go in person to pick up the gift. And it was like, I could feel the temptation to be physical, basically. So that's something that you have to choose to deny. Honestly, what helps me is knowing that God set a woman aside for me, and knowing that she is worth the sacrifice, and knowing that I'm at a stage where my kids and my wife and ministry is really the only reason for living. Because in my opinion, if you're not walking in your purpose, there's no reason. You just waking up going through the motions every day, and that's not life, that's survival. And I feel like we as a people are perpetually caught in this survival mode, and it's killing us, legitimately killing us. So I chose life, and that's what you have to do every time the temptation arises.
Okay, and that even, I guess, goes for the no fapping as well. Everything you said, because those were more of the partnership challenges, but for people that struggle with the other aspect as well, how has that challenged you?
Honestly, that's a very real addiction, and I feel like for me personally, it was same thing. Your why has to be strong. Some people, y'all just in high school, whatever, but for me, knowing it's a woman that God designed for me, and that I'm gonna be loyal to, and she gonna be loyal to me, and we gonna be in perfect peace, basically, meaning ministry, finances, relationship, and other relationships as well that aren't directly intimate, meaning platonic, whether it be a male or female. Knowing that everything is in alignment was enough for me to okay, that's what keeps me from doing it mentally. And whenever the temptation arises, I try to pray over it, to be honest. If you feel like the prayer ain't working or the prayer ain't strong enough, just trust and believe that the first time you pray, God remember it, and that what you substituted with is sufficient. And that's what God basically killed the temptation, honestly.
Okay.
And you have to find something to replace it with. Whether it's going to work out, if you feel like it's late or whatever, I say getting a word just because that's like you seeking God. And if that still ain't good enough, I say same thing with any other addiction, wean your way off of it. Like try to reduce the amount of time that you're doing it until eventually, like for me, I'm like, bro, this is garbage. In clean terms, I'm like, this is garbage, bro. Cause now I know, like, I don't know. If you a man, you can just pray like he show you who your wife is, or honestly, that's gonna come with a lot of preparation. But when he does, it's gonna be like, okay, that's who you gonna think about. And you stopping this is what's necessary for you to get to the level that you need to be, for you to grow into the man that you need to be for your wife. And knowing that is enough for me. That's what keeps me where I am right now.
Okay.
With that said, man, I pray that y'all enjoyed the video. I pray that I either planted a seed in somebody, spoke to somebody regarding their situation. If y'all feel as though it's something that I should have went more in detail on about in this video, drop that down below. If y'all got other topic suggestions, drop those down below as well. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Man, I pray that y'all have a blessed day, like I said, and peace out.